Hi yogis, welcome to class. My name is Alessandra Oram and this is your Tuesday evening class on Oisho. I am an Oisho sport ambassador, Oisho ambassador, and yoga teacher. I'm coming to you live from my yoga studio here in Barcelona, Spain. And if you're new to these classes, I do these classes every Tuesday and every Thursday. On Tuesday, I share my practice of Vinyasa in English, and on Thursdays, I try to share a different practice every week. So on Tuesday and Thursday, they're not necessarily the same practice, but I do Thursday's practice in Spanish. So if you're able to speak and listen to English and Spanish languages, you can enjoy 2 classes a week with me. So today, each practice that I do with you, I like to focus on something, but in general, I like to also give you a full body flow. So today is a full body flow, but we will not be having any inversions. And our focus is mainly on the hips. So I will be moving the hips in kind of all directions, trying to open up this area of your pelvis. So let's start on the floor in a very grounding position in tabletop. So come onto your knees at the back of your mat, and then come onto your hands with your fingers spread wide. So be careful with your wrists. The wider your fingers, the bigger the base, and the more protection you give to your wrist and to your shoulders. Let's start to push the base knuckles down, just claw the floor with your fingertips. Gently, we're going to open up the spine by just dropping the chest, the ribs, lifting the tailbone up. And as you gaze up, I want you to also imagine the floor sliding backwards. So slide your hands backwards as if you could move the floor. Lift up with your chest and gaze up. Exhale, round your spine, tuck the tailbone first, and let yourself just gently drop your head and gaze towards your navel. Slowly dropping the bottom of your belly, follow the ribs, then the chest. Slide the hands backwards, and as you lift the tailbone, magnetize the back of your head towards it. Exhale, round your spine, push, 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 and look back as you drop your chest and chin. As you drop your head and chin towards the chest. Let's do one more. Inhale. Lift the chest, slide the hands backwards, and pull your heart forward between the shoulders. And exhale to round. Nice. Now inhale, you're going to tuck the toes, lift the tailbone, but keep your toes tucked. And exhale, gently sit back towards the heels. And as you sit back, notice how your tailbone wants to change directions. Allow it to change and see what that does to your head. Starts to drop. Keep that tailbone tucked, lift your hips, and start to lean your shoulders forward. Lift your tailbone. Start to lift your gaze, and then pivot backwards. Exhale as you sit. Allow your tailbone to drop and point down. And as you do that, allow your head to drop. Should be natural, intuitive, these movements. Inhale, move slowly and allow your body to guide you. Exhale to sit down and round. Inhale to lean forward in a stay there. Inhale, look up and start to lean back. Exhale to sit down. We inhale. Let's do it a little bit more fluidly. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale, round. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, round your spine. exhale, lift and push the toes to push to down dog. Still cutting? Sorry, having a little microphone cut. Stay there in downward facing dog. And push the floor, hang your head. Stay here with your hands pushing, resisting gravity, and allowing the tops of your sitting bones to lift up. Keep hanging your head. And gaze towards your chest. One more here with your fingers spread wide. And now I want you to lift your gaze and look at your hands. Can you push with your one hand to walk the other back? Keep pushing and walking step by step until all the weight comes onto your feet. Grab your elbows, hang, and let your head hang in between the shoulders. You're now going to stay here with your feet hips width apart and feel free to sway with me from side to side. Gripping the floor with your toes, you avoid wobbling, you're just stably swaying from side to side, but really rooting down through your toes and heel. Now, if you want, stay in the center and start to pulse, yo-yo your torso up and down. Allow the back of your heart to elongate, feeling that pull of the ribs, feeling that opening. Also observant of the blood rushing into your head, creating some compression, perhaps creating some heat. Allow yourself to calm down with the breath. And on the exhale, drop your hands and wrists to the floor. Stay drooped, slightly microbend your knees, and start to come up vertebra by vertebra, rounding your spine, tailbone pointing down, and you lift up slowly, round your heart, and come up vertebra by vertebra. Keep your head dropped, and slowly align your shoulders over the feet. Beautiful. Stay here, bring your hands down by your side in Tada. So in Tadasana, we're in a mountain pose. Our palms are looking forward and our feet are still hips width apart, not together. You can keep your fingers together, but keep them reaching wide as if you're drawing the sides of the mountain and your head is the peak. Feel the strength coming up through the ground, in through the toes, up through the thighs. And as you press the thighs back, squeeze your glute and pull the belly in. Last one here. Breathe, elongate. And exhale. Look down. Inhale. Reach your arms up and now change your eyes to look up. Exhale, fall forward and lean forward. Come onto your fingertips. Inhale. Stay on your fingertips and lift up onto your toes. See what that does to your body. It starts to make you lean forward. If you want, you can have flat hands. If not, stay on the fingertips. And now I want you to keep gravity here on the hands and start to drop the heels down without leaning back. Good. Now push back and then inhale. Again, lean forward and lift the heels. Stay leaning forward. And now slowly drop the whole sole of the foot down until you drop the heel. If this is too much and you cannot have a straight leg, keep walking your hands forward. Or walk your hands up onto a block, an even higher level. But you want to keep those hips on top of the heels. Again, inhale, lift the heels high, lean forward, stay leaning forward, don't move the shoulders, and exhale, drop the heels down. So good. Now keep looking up, start to walk your hands. Like you did, you walked your hands backwards, this time you're walking your hands forward. Now come into a high plank. Leaning forward again, shoulders over the wrist, tuck your tailbone in, flatten out the body. Elongate the spine and the neck, a continuation of the spine. And now exhale, untuck each toe coming onto the tops of the nails. Inhale, keep pushing and holding. And now exhale, slowly drop down onto your ankles, followed by your shins, followed by your thighs. Bend your elbows, open the ribs, squeeze the shoulder blades, and come down now from your pubic bone onto your belly, onto your ribs, and stay looking forward. Well done. Now all the strength is in my chest to keep my shoulders lifted. From there, you're going to walk your hands slightly wider, the width of your mat. And now inhale, lift up, bend your right elbow, keep the left arm straight, pushing you to roll your hips over to the right. You can almost look past your right shoulder. And then exhale, drop the hips back into center, bend both elbows, and come back down. Keep your hands where they are. Inhale, lift up, push with your right hand, bend the left elbow, and roll the hips over to the left. Lift your left shoulder. And exhale, come back to center. Come down. Inhale, keep your hands here, but can you tuck your toes and walk your chest forward until the base of your ribs align with your hands. From there, push down with the tops of the toes, squeeze the shoulder blades, and see if you can lift up already into upward facing dog. Inhale, just straighten the arms, push, squeeze the shoulder blades, and exhale, push into downward facing dog. Hang your head. Inhale, now stay in down dog 3 breaths. Just elongating the spine and really dropping the head. 2, you can look towards your chest. Exhale, really pushing through your fingertips. 3, inhale. And on the exhale, shift all your weight into your left foot. Inhale, extend your right leg back and up. And exhale, stay. Keep your hips square. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more. And on the exhale, you look forward. Inhale, open your hip. Draw a huge circle up into the air. Reach your foot forward. And you're going to land your foot on the outside of your right hand as slowly and as controlled as you can. Inhale, keep pushing the floor, lengthening your leg and your chest. Try and straighten out the whole body. And now exhale, place the foot down on the outside of the foot and bend your right knee. Inhale, keep pushing down to lengthen your chest forward. And exhale, now roll, look back. Your left heel comes down to the ground, rolling your left heel down. Inhale, as you keep bending into your right knee, really squeeze the knee towards your shoulder and push back against it with the shoulder as well. So you're fighting against each other. From there, find rotation in the body. Keep squeezing your glute behind the right knee, and then keep turning your ribs open. You can gently slide your hand along the ribs to twist your heart open. Try and twist your head to look up. Gently, don't create any tension in your shoulders. Keep them away from the ears. And then inhale, optional, you can reach your left arm up and over the ear, an extension of the left leg. You can stay here or even gaze up towards your fingertips. Now hold this for 3 breaths. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. And on the exhale, you look down, place your hand down and lift your left heel. Well done. Inhale. Reach your heart open, pushing it forward. And now exhale, protract your shoulders and round your spine. Inhale, keep your shoulders protract to push with the hands and step your right leg back into plank. Exhale, stay in high plank, but just drop your knees down together. Notice that we're not in tabletop. We're more in a variation of plank with our knees leaning back. Inhale, keep your tailbone tucked rather than pointing up, so keep it tucked. And now bend your elbows and come back up. Inhale. Let's do 2 more of these. Exhale. Inhale, come back. And exhale, come down, lie down. This time you can walk your hands rather than pushing your chest forward. Walk your hands back, push the top of the toes, and let's see if we can lift up again into upward facing dog. Inhale, lift up, hold, and exhale, we push into downward facing dog. Let's take a break only if you need it, otherwise you can stay in downward facing dog. Choose your option. If you need a break of the wrists, feel free to sit back and roll your wrists just to warm them up. Let's do 2 more breaths of rest. Perhaps you stayed in downward facing dog. That's totally fine. It's up to you. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. We're all back in downward facing dog, pushing all the weight into the right foot. Inhale. Reach your left leg back and up. And exhale, stay here, keeping the hips square and lengthening through the left toes. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. And on the exhale, you open the hip and you're going to lean forward and draw a huge circle upwards. And take a step on the outside of the left hand without bending the knee. Good. Can you keep your legs straight, your arms straight? Place the foot down and just lengthen everywhere in your body. Iron out all the creases. Inhale. And then exhale, bend your left knee on top of your ankle. Inhale. You're going to push your knee on the outside of the shoulder and you're going to push back against it. Look back. Turn and drop your right heel down and squeeze your glute behind the left knee. You're almost squeezing your hips in towards the center line of the yoga mat. Inhale. With your right hand, gently glide your right ribs open. Turn your chest. Keep turning your chin to look up. So option 1 is to stay here or come up higher onto a block. And option 2, stay looking up, reach your right arm up, and now reach it over, an extension of your right leg. Maybe you can even look up at your fingertips, and you hold for 3 breaths now. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. 3, inhale. And on the exhale, look down and drop your right hand to the floor. Lift your right heel, pull your heart forward, lengthen. And now on the exhale, you're going to protract your shoulders round your spine and look down. Keep engaged through the shoulders, the arms extending, and now step gracefully your left leg back, coming into high plank. Exhale, drop your knees down. Keep your tailbone tucked, lean forward, and now 3 chaturangas. Exhale. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. And 3. Well done. We're going to lie down. Inhale. You're going to, this time, tuck your toes and push your chest forward. Take a walk. And now push on down with the top of the toes. Squeeze your shoulder blades and come into upward facing dog. And exhale, push into downward facing dog. Well done. So remember, you have some choices here. You can stay here and find recovery in downward facing dog, or you can come into child's pose, or even rest sitting on your heels. Wherever you would like, let's stay for 3 breaths. Maybe you want to roll out the wrists or stay still. 2nd breath, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale, breathing all the time, your Ujjayi breath. Exhale, come back into downward facing dog. We meet there. Let's repeat the whole sequence and then we add on. Let's do it more fluidly with the breath. Inhale. Reach the right leg back and up. Open the hip, circle it up, and take a step on the outside of your right hand. Inhale, lengthen and straighten the legs, straighten the body, pull the chest and chin forward, and exhale, bend the knee over the ankle. Look back. Inhale, spin your left heel down, grab your ribs and spin them open. And exhale, reach your arm up and over the ear. Look down. Inhale. Place your hands on the floor. Lengthen your heart forward as you lift the left heel. And exhale. This time you're going to protract the shoulders, but without stepping back into plank, you're just going to hug the right knee into the chest. Inhale. Stay here. Now roll onto your left heel like you're in side plank, but this time you have your right foot in front of you at the center of the mat. So come into side plank and hold. 2 more. Resist the floor with your left hand. Exhale. 1 more. And now exhale slowly. Sit down onto your left hip. Inhale. Start to feel the left side of your body stretching. And exhale, rest your elbow onto the right thigh. Palm facing up. Maybe even bending that left elbow back to feel the ribs opening. Maybe you want to slide the foot backwards, just stretching it out even more. 1 more here. Now on the exhale, you're going to bend the left knee, and at the same time, turn and drop your right hand to the outside of the mat. From here, we sit, and I prefer to turn my fingers to point towards my feet. From here, let's start to open the hip by pushing the right knee away from the chest. Try and get that shin parallel and try and find a curve in the spine. Stay here and breathe. Exhale. Keep pushing. 2. Exhale. 3. So option 1 is to stay right here. Option 2 is to keep that angle of your knee, keep your foot flexed, and to lift up. Inhale, stay here or stay seated, 3 breaths. Exhale. 2, well done. Maybe lengthen the neck. Avoid dropping your head back. Try and hold it. 3, last one. On the exhale, you sit back down. Roll over to your left hip, drop the right foot back down, and exhale. Place your left hand at the top and straighten out your left leg. Inhale. As we reach the right arm up, we're going to lift the hips. But instead of staying in side plank, let's create a bit of an arch by pushing the hips up and dropping the right hand over the ear, or rather right arm. Now stay here, 2 breaths. Notice the change in the stretch, but still requiring strength in the hand and that left foot. 1 more, inhale. And on the exhale, you look back down and place your right hand onto the floor. Well then, from there, you're going to hug the right knee into the chest and step it back to plank. Exhale, you lean and drop your knees down. Remember those 3 chaturangas? Let's go for it. Inhale, lean, and exhale. 2, inhale, exhale. 3, and exhale, we lie down. Hands go back in line with the ribs, and you come up into upward facing dog, and push into downward facing dog. Well done. Remember, you have options now for recovery. You can either stay in down dog, or you can come into child's pose, or you can sit on your heels. Take 2 more breaths of recovery wherever you are. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. We're all back in downward facing dog. Let's do the other side, nice and fluid. Inhale, reach your left leg back and up. Open the hip. Exhale, circle your hip open and take a step with the leg straight on the outside of the foot, of the hand. Inhale, lengthen your chin and chest. Keep both legs straight. Exhale, bend the left knee over the ankle. Drop the right heel down. Inhale, turn your chest over to the right, stack the shoulders, reach the arm up, and exhale, lean the arm over the ear. Inhale, look down and place the right hand down, and exhale, lift the heel and lengthen the heart forward. Inhale, pull the chin and chest up. And as you protract the shoulders, remember, hug the left knee into the nose. Inhale, now spin over to your right heel and quickly place your left foot on the center of your mat. Come into side plank, stack your shoulders. Exhale. 2, inhale, keep pushing the floor. Exhale, your right foot nice and flexed. 3, inhale. And on the exhale, slowly sit your hip down. Stay in line with your wrist and ankle. And exhale, drop your elbow on the left thigh. Inhale. You can stay looking here, or maybe even walking the fingertips away and bending the elbow just to pull open these ribs on your right side. I want to stay here. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And on the exhale, reach your arm up and bend the right knee. The right knee is really going to push against the ankle. And now inhale, turn to the left, sit down, and place your hands flat on the floor. Let's take a moment just to turn our fingers to point forward, spreading those fingers wide. Good base. Inhale, push the knee away from the chest and try and find that flat angle of your knee in line with your ankle. 2 more. Inhale, puff up the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, hold your neck. 1 more. Inhale. Remember, exhale. We have some options now. You can stay here, inhale, or you can exhale to lift up. Inhale, push the hips into a flat plane, and exhale, hold, or even lengthen the neck. Stay here now. 3 breaths, or stay seated on the floor. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. 3, inhale. And on the exhale, slowly sit back down, roll to the right. Inhale, reach your left arm up, turn your right hand to face the front, and exhale, extend your right leg out. Inhale, as you push down with the right flexed foot and the hand, you reach your hips. We're back in side plank, but this time we're gonna keep lifting the hips and drop the left bicep over the ear. See how the pose changes just by lifting your hips higher and dropping your chest. 2, inhale, keep your left shoulder opening on top of the right hand. 3, last one here. And on the exhale, you look down to step back. Inhale, step into plank. Lean forward, exhale, knees down. Get ready for your 3 push-ups. Inhale, hold the tailbone in. Exhale. 2, inhale, lift. Exhale. 3, inhale, lift. This time we lie down. Exhale, well done. Inhale, hands further back. Lift up. And exhale, push into downward facing dog. So good. So we're going to stay here in downward facing dog, remember, or you can drop onto your feet and take rest for your hands. Any option now, stay there for 3 breaths and find recovery before we return to the practice. We're going to repeat the whole sequence, and I'm going to add another part. So let's keep going with our Ujjayi breath. And exhale, let's meet back in downward facing dog and continue the whole sequence, but this time moving each pose, trying to achieve it just with 1 breath rather than holding anything. So come back into your tabletop and tuck the toes and push into downward facing dog. From there, inhale, hang your head, and exhale, shift your weight into your left foot. Inhale, extend your right leg back and up. Exhale, open the hip and take a step on the outside of the hand, straight leg. Inhale, lengthen your chin and chest. Lean forward and bend your right knee. Drop the left heel down. Inhale, hold onto your left rib, spin your heart open, reach your arm up, and exhale, reach your arms over the ear. Inhale, look down, lift your chin and chest as you lift the left heel. And exhale, get ready to hug your right knee into the nose and spin onto your left heel, right foot down at the center of your mat. Inhale, come into side plank, supported side plank. And exhale, drop the hip and drop your elbow onto the thigh. Inhale, reach your arms up, your right arm up, bend your left knee, and exhale, turn to open the hip. Inhale, stay here, arching the spine, or turn your hands, and exhale, push the hips up. Inhale, find that straight line with the neck, and exhale, sit back down. Turn your left hand, inhale, extend the leg and place the right foot, and exhale, lift up to round the side body. Inhale, this time as we look down, we're going to hold the right knee into the chest, and this time we're going to step on the outside of the left hand. Try and straighten your leg as much as you can. And on the exhale, bend your knee into the right elbow, slide the knee down onto your wrist, and slide the left leg back to sit into pigeon pose. So, if pigeon ekapada kapota is too much for you, you can use a block. And you place the block underneath your right hip. So, any block, you can have 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, 4 block, doesn't matter. As long as you feel the stretch, you're doing a great job. Try and keep that shin parallel to the front of your mat instead of edging that foot back. So try and edge it forward, get that shin parallel, and avoid rocking to one side. Try and roll over to your left hip and keep yourself square. So I actually want to hang out here since this is such a good hip opener and our focus today. And I want you to stay for 6 long breaths at any level, so at any height. Walk your hands and drop your chest and go wherever you want to go. Maybe you want to interlock your fingers behind you just to open up that chest a little bit more. Let's stay here now, 6 in total, ready on the second breath. Exhale. 3, inhale. Exhale. 4, inhale. Exhale. 5, inhale. Exhale. 6, inhale. On the exhale, bring your fingertips back in front of your shin. Inhale, come up. This time, if you have a block, remove it and roll to your right thigh and hip. Inhale, swing your left leg around, and exhale, bring it to the center of your mat and bend the knee. We're going to grab the right ankle, bring it round to the outside of the hip, and place your left foot to the outside of the right knee. Inhale, keep pushing the left thigh inwards, reach your right arm up. And exhale, see if you can cross your elbow to the outside of the knee. Inhale, keep pushing down with the tricep and elbow to turn your left ribs open. Twist. Exhale, extend both arms out, and maybe drop your left fingertips, maybe drop your right hand on the inside or the outside of the knee. Look back over your left shoulder. Let's stay here. 3 breaths. Inhale. Some nice long and deep stretches now. Let's stay for 6. 2. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Inhale. Exhale. 6. Inhale. We're finished. And exhale. Release. Look front. Grab your left ankle. Push your knee. And now pull the ankle over to the right and try and stack your knees on top of each other. I'm going to push with both hands on the outside of each knee to get them stacked on top of each other as much as you can. From there, you should feel a nice deep stretch on the outside of the hips. And see if you can place your fingers far away from you onto the fingertips. Inhale, push down to lengthen the spine first. Option 1, stay. Option 2, you can walk your hands forward and maybe even press the chest down to really deepen the stretch, coming down onto your elbows. I just want to stay here now for 3 breaths, a very intense stretch. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. 3, inhale. And on the exhale, you're going to push the fingertips to come up. Well done. Inhale, hands behind you to lean back, just to straighten out the legs. But keep your cross. So your left leg is crossed on top of the right, and place it back down. Inhale, reach your arms up. And now let's see if you lean back, can you lift your legs up into a boat pose? Hold it. Your right leg is almost supporting the left. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. See if you can hold it. 3, inhale, last one. And on the exhale, bend your knees and place your hands on the floor. Well done. Inhale. Let's see if you can press the feet down to lift the hips. Hands down, exhale, float or step your legs back into chaturanga variation with your knees down. Inhale, lean forward and take our 3 chaturangas. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. 3, inhale. This time we lie down. Exhale. Well done. Hands back. Inhale. Come up. And push. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Let's continue with no breaks. Straight to the other side. Inhale. Extend the left leg back and up. Open the hip. Exhale. Circle your leg up. Lean forward and take a huge step on the outside of your left hand. Straight legs. Inhale. Lengthen your chin and chest. And as you exhale, bend the knee and drop your right heel down. Squeeze your left glute under. Inhale. Reach your right arm up. And now exhale over the ear. Look down. Inhale. Place your hand down. Lift the right heel. Lengthen chin and chest. And exhale. Protract your shoulders to hug the left knee in. Inhale. Roll over to your right heel. And exhale. Quickly come into side plank. Inhale. Stack your shoulders on top of each other. And exhale, sit down with your left elbow onto the thigh. Inhale, lift your left arm back up and bend your right knee. Exhale, roll over to the left side of the mat. Inhale, option 1, stay, pushing the knee away, or turn your hands and get ready to lift up. Inhale, lift up. Push the hips. And exhale, sit back down. Well done. Inhale, extend your leg and extend your arm straight. And exhale, we push to lean the arm over the ear. Inhale, look down, place the hand. Now, as you hug the left knee in, now take a step to the outside of the right hand and rest. Straighten the leg. Inhale, stay here. And exhale, bend the left knee into the elbow and sit yourself down. Okay, so it's totally normal for one leg or one hip to feel much more open than the other. So for me, you can probably tell that my left hip is much tighter than the right, or maybe you cannot tell, but I can. But if I had a towel, I would be placing it underneath my hip just to lose some tension there. Or if you like to have the block, it's totally okay to use it on the other side because you need to find some comfort in the pose. Don't push it. So from there, we're going to stay in any variation. You can stay upright, just finding that stretch and finding that squareness in the hip by pushing your right ribs forward. Or you can start to walk your hands forward and come down. So we're going to stay for 6 breaths. You can bring your hands even interlocked behind you if that's what you did before. Second breath now. Exhale. Third. Exhale. Fourth. Exhale. Fifth. Exhale. Sixth. And on the exhale, place your fingertips underneath the shoulders in front of the shins. Inhale, come up, move 11, fold to your left hip and thigh. Swing your right leg around and place it at the center of your mat. Bend the knee. Inhale, grab your left ankle, and as you push and swing the ankle over to the outside of the hip, grab your right knee and place the foot to the outside of the left knee. Inhale, push the right thigh and reach your left arm up. So many right and lefts. Exhale, twist to the right and place the elbow down. Inhale, try and extend both arms out. Resist the thigh with the elbow. And exhale, see if you can place your fingertips down and your left hand on the inside of the left knee. Look back. Stay here. 6 breaths. X. 2. X. 3. X. 4. X. 5. X. 6. So good. And on the exhale, you release, face back to the front. Inhale, grab the ankle, push the right knee, and try and get those knees stacked on top of each other. Inhale, push your knees to the center. And exhale, option 1, stay seated, fingertips to the floor. Keep lengthening your spine if you want to stay here. Otherwise, now start to change. Press the belly against the thighs just to deepen that hip stretch. Your hands can come as low as they want, maybe even dropping the forearms to the elbow. Now you can stay here for 3 breaths only. 1, inhale, lengthen the neck. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. 3, inhale. And on the exhale, you push up to lean back and drop onto your hands. Inhale, straighten your legs. Your right leg is on top of the left and you sit down. Get ready to lean back and lift the legs up. Inhale, lean back, lift the legs straight and see if you can hold both pose for 3 breaths. 1, inhale. Exhale. Your left leg now supporting the right. Exhale. 3. And on the exhale, bend your knees and feet and hands on the floor. You're going to roll forward almost to stand up. And exhale, fold forward. So good. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, you're going to jump or float back into chaturanga. So nice. Knees down. Now take your 3 pulses. Inhale. Lean, exhale. 2, 3 push-ups. Exhale. 3. This time, lie down. Exhale. So good. Hands back. Inhale. Upward facing dog. And exhale, push. Downward facing dog. Now we're going to stay here for 3 breaths because we finished our vinyasa. Well done. 2, inhale. And I'll take you through some strengthening of the legs, some balance. 3, inhale. Let me just check what time we have left. Around 15 minutes. Okay, exhale. Let's look forward and jump forward. So you can jump or walk your feet to the front. Exhale, fall forward. Now we're going to inhale, lengthen. Come onto your fingertips and reach your right leg back and up. And exhale. Now, bring all the weight into your left hand. And if you cannot keep your legs straight, feel free to come onto any level of a block. Okay, so your left hand is on the block or on your fingertips, and you're squeezing your left glute underneath the right to turn into Ardha Chandra, half moon. And you stay here, 3 breaths. Exhale. No need to lift that right leg up so high. And don't worry if you fall out. Try and focus. 3, and have fun. Exhale, look down at your left hand, your left foot, and slowly drop your right hand and square the hips. So good. Inhale, can you lengthen? And now can you exhale, grab the ankle with your left hand. Inhale, walk your right hand quickly over to the right, outside of the mat, and exhale, square the hips and pull your head down to lift the right leg up. Stay here now for 3 breaths. Exhale, trying to reach that right leg up. 2, squeeze the abdomen. Exhale. 3. And on the exhale, release slowly and reach forward. Inhale, lengthen. And now let's come into a balance. Keep working that left leg. I know it's crazy. Bend your left knee. Inhale, crunch in the belly and reach your right knee with you. Stand up. Exhale, hands onto the hips, look down. Inhale, option 1, you can stay here. Option 2, you can try to straighten the right leg. And you stay there, 3 breaths. Exhale. Try and avoid lifting that right hip up too high. You want to square your hip bones. 3, inhale. And on the exhale, flex and land your foot for Samastiti. So nice. Inhale, reach your arms up. Just to lengthen, and hands in prayer. Exhale. Shake the legs out. Well done. Maybe you want to just move the ankle and the left foot, especially if you feel maybe cramping or just tightness in the ankle from working it so hard. We're going to do the same now on the other side, focusing on balance. So inhale, reach your arms up, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Come onto your fingertips and extend your left leg back. Square the hips. Exhale, change your hands onto any level of the block or stay on your fingertips and squeeze your right glute underneath the left hip as you peel the left hip open. From there, no need to lift the leg so high. You can keep it in line with your torso. And now extend your left arm up and maybe play with balance and look up. 3 breaths now. Imagine yourself like a starfish, extending in all directions, all your limbs. 2. Focus your gaze on the thumb. Exhale. 3. Last one here. And on the exhale, you look down and place your left hand to square the hips. Now, inhale. Quickly walk your left hand over to the outside of the mat. Grab your ankle with your right hand. And exhale. Pull with your right hand to lift the left leg up. Now we stay here. 3 breaths. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. And on the exhale, you release and lengthen your heart forward. Stay balanced. Inhale, micro bend the right knee to stand up, hugging the left knee into the chest, arms up. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, hands on the hips and straighten the left leg forward. Squeeze your standing leg. 3 breaths. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. 3, inhale. Flex the foot and land. Exhale. Oh, shake it out. Inhale, reach your arms up. And hands in prayer. Exhale. Okay. I want to come back into Tadasana where we began our practice. So walk your feet wide, and now walk them even wider to the edges of your mat. From there, you're going to reach your arms up. And now squat, bend your knees and hands in prayer until your elbows touch the top of the knees rather than in front. Inhale, try and push down to lengthen your heart up and sit in a deep squat. For 6, we should open up those hips now. Exhale. 5. Exhale. Keep your heart pushing towards your thumbs. 4. Exhale. Push the weight, 3, to the external sides of the feet. Exhale. Keep pushing. 2. Exhale. Last one. And on the exhale, reach up to sit down. So good. Inhale, join the feet closer together, hips width apart. And exhale, we're going to lie down. So good. Inhale. So, option 1, you're going to lift up with your hands by your hips, and you're going to lift your chest. Try and lift as much as you can. And option 2, you're coming into Urdhva Dhanurasana. So choose your option, and we're going to hold both just for 3 breaths. So if you're coming up or trying the first time to come up in Urdhva Dhanu, go ahead. You place your hands underneath your shoulders. Your feet should be hips width apart, parallel. And now you can either come onto the crown of your head first, lifting the hips, or you can push straight up into Urdhva Dhanu. And now hold it. 3 breaths. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. 3, inhale. And exhale, come back down. So nice. Inhale, give yourself a hug. And exhale, lift your nose in between the knees. Inhale, stay here. And exhale, hold. 2 more. Inhale, nose between the knees. Exhale. Last one, hold. And exhale, lie down. Arms in a cactus. Knees together, rolling over to the left. Inhale, straighten out the left leg. And exhale, left hand onto the right knee. Inhale, stay or bend your left knee. And exhale, can you catch your left foot with your right hand? Bring the knee back down. Inhale, kick the foot into your hand and keep rolling your head over to the right. Stay here. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Extend your left leg out. Come back to center. Inhale. Give yourself a hug. And exhale. Lie back down. Inhale. Straighten your right leg. Keep your knees in, hands in cactus. We're going to finish now. Exhale, roll over to the right. I'm on my microphone, so I'm going to just clip it off. Roll your knees over to the right. Inhale, stay here in option 1, or option 2, straighten out your right leg. Option 3, bend your right knee, try and catch the foot with your left hand, and exhale, kick your foot into the hand and twist, turning your head over to the left. You can stay here now, 3 breaths, and we finish. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. Relaxing, finally coming into Shava. Exhale, release, straighten out your right leg. Roll into Shava. Roll your legs wide as your mat. Place your hips down at the center with the back of your heart and neck, and just melt into the floor, closing your eyes. Well done. I invite you to stay in Shava for at least 5 minutes, please. Meanwhile, I shall get up and say goodbye. So thank you so much for joining me for another practice. I hope you enjoy every Tuesday and Thursday together. I know I do. And I'll see you next time. So if you want to follow our schedule on Oisho announce it on their website, and I usually announce it on my Instagram and Instagram stories. On Instagram, I am Absmo, ABSMO. You can follow me on Instagram, and I'll keep you updated on our live class schedules. Because next week we might change to 8 o'clock instead of 7. So I hope you join me live for the live sessions, because I definitely can feel your energy and I enjoy reading all the live comments. So thank you again for joining me for all these live sessions. Namaste.